In this video, I'll be outlining every single smart home product that I have in my home. Stay tuned. The smart home is a journey, and I've been building upon my smart home for the last 3 years. I started off in 2019 with my first device that I got for Christmas, and I've just built upon it since then. Fast forward 3 years later, and I've spent thousands of dollars on my smart home. As my wants and needs changed in my smart home, I got upgrades and purchased more smart home products. And in today's video, I want to outline every single smart home product that I own in my smart home. I hope you guys are able to find some value out of today's video, and let's dive straight into it. So like I mentioned, my very first smart home product came Christmas 2019, so just about 3 years ago. I got the Amazon Alexa device, and this was my very first smart home product. I thought it was super cool that you could talk to this thing and it can control aspects of your home. But the problem was, I didn't have any smart home products for it to control. So I could just set timers and talk to it, but I couldn't really control any aspect of my smart home. Shortly after I got this Amazon device, I got the Phillips Hue starter pack, and I know many people also fall in this same sequence of things, that they get the Phillips Hue starter pack as their next smart home device. The Phillips Hue starter pack comes with 3 bulbs, a bridge, and a dimmer. This will get you started in the Phillips Hue ecosystem and will allow you to control your lights via 3 ways: voice control, physical controls, and smartphone controls, which is what we want. Phillips Hue is the market leader in the smart lighting platform because of its reliability, compatibility with every single smart home manufacturer, and its ease of use. I really liked my RGB light bulbs because I could change colors, I could dim it up and down, and I can control it via my phone, which is what I wanted. Shortly after I bought the Phillips Hue starter pack, I did my next round of smart home purchases. I headed to Best Buy and I bought these 2 things. I bought the Phillips Hue LED light strip, and I bought the MyQ garage door opener. It should be pretty obvious why I bought the LED light strip. It was to add some ambiance to my room. And the MyQ smart garage door opener added a ton of functionality to my life. I was able to control my garage door remotely to see if it's open and control it via my smartphone. It was super handy, and it's still one of my favorite purchases to this date. And those are all the products that I purchased in my very first year of having a smart home. It's not that many, I didn't get a ton of added value, but it was a start. I was able to control all of these devices from my voice assistant, and I had started my smart home. However, this is when the twists and turns started. In December 2020, a year after getting my first smart home product, I picked up an Apple HomePod mini, and this is when everything changed. I changed my entire smart home to the Apple HomeKit ecosystem, and the rest is history. I still run my smart home on the Apple Home ecosystem, and I absolutely love it because it's compatible with not only the technology that I use, my MacBook and my iPhone, but it's just such a better experience overall. As mentioned, in December 2020, I picked up my black HomePod mini. This serves as my home hub and my voice speaker in the Apple Home ecosystem. Once I switched over to Apple Home, I migrated all of my accessories over to the Apple Home ecosystem so I could use it all in one place, and that was the Home app. After switching to Apple Home, I made my next smart home purchase, and I wanted to do my kitchen lights so I could change colors and dim them. But there was a problem. I live in a rented home, so I couldn't necessarily change out my light switch for a smart switch, so I had to find a workaround. And let me tell you, this was an expensive workaround. I picked up the kitchen edition of the Phillips Hue lights. This allowed me to change colors and dim them and control them from my phone. But these bulbs are costly. For a pack of 4 bulbs, it'll cost you $200. I know what you're thinking. 4 light bulbs for $200? That's a lot of money. And yes, it is. If I had to recommend it to you guys this day, I would probably just say get a smart switch because you'll save a ton of money and then you can just change it back later. I wish I did that looking back. But it added smart lights to my kitchen, and that's what I needed. Fast forward a couple months later to the summer of 2021, on Amazon Prime Day, I had a big day for my smart home. Prime Day had great sales, over 25 to 50% off on all smart home items, and I just went to town. I bought so many smart home items, and I really upgraded my smart home that day. I picked up tons of products compatible with the Apple Home ecosystem, from Aqara, Eve, and Eufy. Let's start with Aqara. So I picked up the Aqara G2H Pro, which is a security camera as well as a hub into the Aqara ecosystem. For the Aqara ecosystem, you can have child devices, which are sensors that can control different aspects of your smart home. So I picked up a water leak sensor, which detects flooding. I picked up a motion sensor, which detects motion and can control different aspects of your smart home. Along with that, I picked up an Aqara button, which is a button that has 3 different commands: the single press, the double press, and the triple press, which can control many different aspects of your smart home. In that very same purchase, I picked up some Eufy products. I picked up the Eufy button to see if it was better or worse than the Aqara button. I also picked up the Eufy door and window sensor. This product can determine if a door or window is open or closed and create automations around that, and it's super powerful. Finally, in that very same purchase, I picked up the Eufy 2K pan and tilt camera, and this is super awesome because now I have different levels of security and surveillance in my smart home. After I switched to Apple Home, I started getting more and more into the smart home, and I realized that some products weren't compatible with Apple Home. So that's the introduction for Matter, which is a whole nother video in itself. So I purchased this thing called HOOBS, which stands for Homebridge Out of the Box, and it's basically a hack to allow you to have different products that aren't necessarily supported by Apple and put them in your Apple Home ecosystem, like Google Nest products or Amazon Ring products. From that day forward, I became a complete power user in the Apple Home ecosystem. I could have any product on the market come into my Apple Home ecosystem, and the possibilities were just endless at that point. From there, in September of 2021, I wanted some more ambient light in my smart home, so I picked up a Phillips Hue Go light. I also picked up some Phillips Hue play bars for accent lighting behind my TV and monitor. They're super cool, they're super powerful, and they allow me to have different colors of ambient light behind these screens. For Black Friday 2021, I did my next big upgrade for my smart home. I got involved in the SwitchBot ecosystem. And SwitchBot has little robots that can tap things, such as a light switch. But my light switches are old-fashioned, so they're not the paddle ones, they're the flick type. And unfortunately, SwitchBot isn't compatible with those. Also for Black Friday, I picked up a smart doorbell. I decided to go with the Eufy 2K wireless battery-powered doorbell because I heard that this is the best doorbell because of its price, its video quality, and the lack of monthly fees. There is 0 monthly fees for the Eufy 2K wireless doorbell. I absolutely love this doorbell. It really helped me level up my smart home, and I get a lot of value from this product. When any motion is detected or someone pushes my doorbell, I get an instant video notification delivered to my smartphone, and I can respond directly from that. It's super cool. And the last products that I'll talk about for my 2021 smart home year is going to be my Govee products. For Christmas, I really wanted these Govee Glide hexagons. They were over $200, but I knew I wanted them and I found them on a great sale for Christmas. So I got them for about $150, and they're one of my favorite smart home products. But even the best part is that they got pushed into backstock, so they couldn't come and make it for Christmas. So what Govee did, and I really appreciate Govee for doing this, they made it right and they sent me a free product. So I got the Govee Aurora table lamp, and that sits in my office and gives me a lot of good ambient lighting that I can match up directly with my Hue play bar behind my monitor. So they're in sync and they can display the same color. Now we're heading into the 2022 year, which we're about to wrap up right now, and let me tell you about my products that I got in 2022. During the summer of 2022, I got 3 amazing products that brought a ton of value into my life. The first one I want to touch on is the SwitchBot Lock. The SwitchBot Lock allows you to retrofit existing door locks and basically make it smart. Now I can control my door and have it auto lock, control it from my phone, and have it involved in my smart home to create automations, which is super powerful, and it's brought a ton of value to my life. As well, I don't have to carry my keys around anymore because of the keypad touch. The keypad touch is awesome because I no longer have to carry keys. The keypad touch allows me to use my thumbprint or a numerical code to access my smart home. The second product I got in the summer of 2022 is going to be the Eufy 2K camera. I use this as my garage cam so that I can monitor the status of my garage door being open or closed, and I can see and capture motion events in my garage. I do this because one time I left my garage door open and it was a huge security vulnerability, and I never want that to happen again. So I picked up a camera just so I can watch that and surveil it at all times. And the third product I got in the summer was the Lutron Aurora dimmer. Rather than using the Phillips Hue dimmer that I talked about earlier, it just didn't match the ambiance of my kitchen. The Lutron Aurora dimmer goes over your existing light switch and can toggle it as an on-off button as well as a dial to determine the dimness and brightness of the lighting. I love the Lutron Aurora dimmer because it matches my ambiance and allows me to control all 4 kitchen lights at once. I got back the physical control that I desperately needed in my smart kitchen. So that was a lot, right? That's my entire smart home library, and I spent thousands of dollars getting it to this position. My smart home's brought me a ton of value. It's brought me a ton of functionality, ambiance, convenience, and security. I can recommend a smart home to anyone on the planet to bring you added value into your home life. I want you to elevate your lifestyle, and the smart home absolutely does that. Whether you're looking for something in particular or you just want something cool to show your friends off to, the smart home is right for you. Prior to starting my smart home, I didn't know that having a smart home could be a personality trait, and it definitely is for me. Smart homes are more than just something that I add to my home. Smart homes are my life, smart homes are my passion, and I absolutely recommend you to start your very own smart home. If you need help with that, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you start your very own smart home and determine which products you should pick and do it the right way. So without further ado, guys, we're gonna wrap this video up. Please like this video if you got any sort of value from it, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel for more smart home content. I'm posting here every single week. For more from me, follow me on Instagram. I'm posting there every single day documenting my life journey. The username is Chris_Oram. And again, I thank you guys so much for watching today. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.